Absolutely. Well,
Thanks
for
for
those of
having
you
me
who don't
on.
know, Joff is also a part of Cryptomatic ATM, and they're one of our top sponsors here for the Collective Intelligence Summit. So thank you again for the sponsorship on that end of things and for contributing to today's topic. Joff is I'm not going to take away his thunder once again, but he's a very successful entrepreneur, has done a lot in the space very early into blockchain and crypto. We call him a crypto OG, as you'll hear from him. And he's learned a lot along the way, and especially in terms of success and what it really takes to actually create successful companies and do right by your customers and your partners. So he's going to talk about crypto ATMs, the past, present, and future, and the 4 laws of success. And with that, Joff, if you'd like me to, I can go ahead and start sharing that video.
Sure, please.
Okay. Let's see, there we go.
I have to say, and I have to admit that success comes with some fear, especially in the cryptocurrency world because it's so volatile. People tell me all the time, aren't you afraid that it's going to crash? I don't look at it that way. I look at it what it was a year ago and what it was when I got in 2010, and I see nothing but greatness. But I educate myself on this. So is there a fear? I do have fear. I think all successful people should have fear. As a matter of fact, one of my quotes is, if your dream doesn't scare you, then your dream's not big enough. Your dream should scare you. It scares me, but I go every day and take action to make my dreams come true. You can too. I'm Joff Paradise. We will see you where? At the top.
There we are. Hey, again, thanks for all the hard work and effort everyone's putting in on this amazing event, this virtual event that we're having with Coin Genius. And I, again, want to say how much I appreciate you inviting me to be a speaker and also to even think of us over at Cryptomatic to be one of the sponsors of this amazing event. Well, let me start with, I'll share my screen here if I can for just a couple of minutes. I have to talk with all of you, and I'm looking forward to it. They asked me to say a little bit about me, and when I do that, I want to talk about the laws of success. There are, what I have found, there are 4 laws of success. And, when I get into what I've done and what I've been through in my lifetime, we're going to talk about a few things. The 4 principles isn't taught in school. I don't think anyone learns this, but you have to learn it the hard way. You have to have courage, you have to fail. And the courage comes in when you have to keep picking yourselves up and keep going. I started as very young in the entrepreneurial world. I was about 14 years old. And I fast forward all the way up to having multiple businesses, selling and buying, selling businesses throughout my life. In 2007 through 2000, well, in 99 through 2010, I had acquired 10 fitness centers, 3 casinos, 2 restaurants, a bar, a coffee shop, and a telecommunications company. Prior to that, when I was in college, and when I was 24 years old, the company came in and asked me, and I had been through multiple failures, and I'm sure that people will tell you, any successful person will tell you that they've had to fail more times than they've succeeded. It's the home runs that really count. So, what I want to talk about is to never give up also. But when I was 24, I sold a swimwear company to a big headline swimwear company called Venus Swimwear. I had Paradise Swimwear. And by the time I was 28, 4 years, fast cars, fast lifestyle, fast women, I was broke, B-R-O-K-E, broke, and had to start over again. And it's because of the things that I wasn't taught in school, and because I had failed to do the number one thing we talk about is how to make money. And a lot of us out there know how to do that, don't we? I could say a lot of you out there, I think you have to make money to survive. Wouldn't you say? To be truly successful, to travel, if you like to travel, to have success in your life, to pay the bills, to buy the things that you want, not to get on credit, to be financially free. You need to know how to make money. And then number two is learning how to keep it. Now, I knew how to make it, and I still know how to make it, but a lot of people aren't taught number two, and that's how to keep your money. So first law of success is learning how to make money. The second law is learning how to keep the money. How do you actually keep it? And then we go into the third law, and that's how to increase it. How do you keep your money and make your money make more money? So instead of you working for your money, now your money's working for you. It doesn't take a day off. It doesn't get sick. It doesn't ask for a raise. You're actually talking about having a residual income that works for you instead of you working for it. And then, of course, number four. And number four is very important, and it's giving back. And, you know, when I had acquired all of these fitness centers and everything, I always believed and still today believe that if you don't give back, you're not going to be truly, truly successful. And that's pretty much where I'm at in my life today, is I like to give back. I want to talk to all of you, not only about the laws and principles, but about how you go through your life and giving back. Now, what is giving back? Does that mean that you have to take 10% and give to the church or your tithing? If you believe that, yes, I like to have that in my life. I like to have religion, but also, what is giving back? It's learning these four laws and these four principles, if you will, and giving that back to others. If you learn how to make money, you learn how to keep money, you learn how to make it more, what else is there? It's actually to give back. So the true basis is learning how to give that value back and take control of your success. Teaching your children. Today, I have 8 children. I have 4 girls and 4 boys. I'm very blessed in my life. And with this, I've also taught them about how to do these 4 principles. And it's very important. And through Bitcoin and blockchain technology and NTFs and all this stuff, the kids are really catching on. I think NTFs are going to be huge in the gaming industry. And that's where my kids come in. But one of the cool things is that they have learned how to not only keep it, but to make it grow. And they love watching. They all have wallets. They all have their wallets. Yes, they do. And they watch Bitcoin. And when this pandemic or scamdemic or plandemic, whatever you want to call it, came about, they asked me, Dad, you know, am I going to make this? Because we made a deal with them that they get, for A's, they get X amount of Bitcoin every quarter. And at the end of the year, they'll have, 2 Bitcoin or more. And that's, depending on what grade they're in and level. And they called me up and wanted to know, we still got that same deal. I'm doing online school. And I'm like, well, is it harder or easier? And but it's another story. But we teach them. And then, of course, giving back and sharing their experiences. All of my oldest kids can today pretty much tell you all the things that I just said. And they follow me, or they follow the roads to success. They follow those experiences. And I remember when my wife was driving in the car with one of my boys, and he started talking about Bitcoin and sharing his experiencing and showing his wallet on his phone. So it's phenomenal that when you do these things, to see it come full circle. How to use the wallets. There's hot wallets and cold wallets. Of course, the best thing is to have is a cold wallet, cold storage, keeping your wallets safe and your security and your keys safe. So if you don't know, you can follow me. If you want to know more of those laws and more in depth and some more of the teachings that we do at joffparadise.com, we're happy to do that. You can follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. I think we're on about 133 social media sites. So now let's roll into something else that I have planned for us. Let's talk about the Cryptomatic. And I'm a shareholder and founder of the company Cryptomatic, and now it's a big company, and we have a factory. It's based out of Ukraine. That's all shareholders, of course, and we've done 1,600 different types of vending machines. The factory's been in business for 15 years. I just met them about 3 years ago and got involved with them, and got them to. They were basically Patrick Dolfner is the CEO and director of the companies there, and we started talking, and they come from a background of actually doing traditional ATM machines. And so they've been doing that for a number of years, and that's where we got into doing the cryptocurrency ATM machines. You know, the history of Bitcoin, a lot of you know that it's been sporadic up and down, but I've always seen it as an incline and going up. I got into Bitcoin around latter of 2010. I paid way too much at that time. It was around $1.90 I paid. I was very upset actually at the time that I paid a little too much, but I'm very happy later on in life. And then when I was going through this transition from selling my fitness centers, I ran into the guys that were buying it, and it was a publicly traded company that were buying all the fitness clubs, and they had forensics accountants come in, and the guy told me about Bitcoin and crypto and said, we'll give you a little bit. I took a little bit. I wish I would have taken a lot more, but that's where I got into it. And then unfortunately in 2011, the very last day, December 31st, I was on a motorcycle, my Harley, and I was on the way home, and an 80-year-old man on a cell phone didn't see me and ran me over. The results of that accident was that I lost my left leg. I have a plate, a rod, 18 screws and 2 plates, died twice, got a complete right knee replacement, 47 surgeries and procedures, RFAs, epidurals, all on my neck and spine. And in 2000, that went from 2012 to January 7th, my leg was amputated. So that went in 2012. And then I went all the way into 2014. I was on about 21 prescription medications. I was 310 pounds. And I was going back to that grade, really. And then what happened was I got off all that stuff. I today take 0 prescription medication. I had a severe brain trauma that 6 doctors said I'd never walk again after 91 days of sitting and trying to figure things out and getting out of the hospital. And then I went into rehab or rehabilitation and physical therapy, and went into speech therapy, learning to speak again. I would stutter really badly back then. And this took me all the way to 2014. And finally, I realized that I need to get off those pharmaceuticals and get on those nutraceuticals. And that's exactly what I did. And so today I take a nutraceutical, or some people say it's a vitamin, but it's more than that. And then I also do stem cell and some other crazy stuff that people see this paradigm shifts happening now in the world. And one of them is the medical, one of them's energy. We're going for the green, clean energy. That's a paradigm shift that's happening. The medical industry is going from Western society medicine over to traditional Western society medicine into functional medicine, finding out instead of treating the symptom, we're trying to treat the cause. So you see these paradigm shifts happening. And of course, our financial industry is going through a paradigm shift. Thank goodness for Bitcoin and cryptocurrency and blockchain and all this wonderful stuff. So anyway, I got off all that, lost all the weight, got off of all the pharmaceuticals, and got really heavily immersed into the cryptocurrency world. And that's what led me going from mining, and I still do trading. I still love following all the top traders and love being involved in the trading talks yesterday with all those guys. It was great. And then of course now we're into the ATM business, but I do multiple different companies. I invest. I love the Shark Tank idea, the approach that we had the other day. It was really cool. So the history of Bitcoin, that's the history for me. I think all of you here know what the history of Bitcoin is. On January 12th, Bitcoin, 2009 exchanged the first Bitcoin, and then I can read all this to you. I'm sure all you guys got all this down. If you want these decks, just let me know. I can send it to you. October 29, 2013, RoboCoin was supposedly the first ATM machine. It's a Wells coffee shop out of Vancouver. That was believed to be the first transaction in an ATM machine. Today we have more than 7,000. Right now we're about 8,000 around the world. ATMs, you can go to Coin Radar or Coin ATM Radar and see, they're not, all the ATMs are not there, but most of them are there. If you have an ATM and you list with them, then and they will put it there only if it's live with pictures and it's actually online, and they can verify that. So we have several ATM machines around the world. Keep in mind that Cryptomatic, ATM, JP Technologies, and the rest of our companies, we do private label for some of the larger manufacturing or they say they're manufacturers, but we're the actual manufacturer. But today you have about 10 top operators operating about 3,500 crypto ATMs, 550 other operators that's the total of around 7,000, as you can see. This will give you a little bit of an idea of where they're coming from, what sources. Here's Cryptomatic listed here on the bottom, the sixth top one. And then you go through producers, the market, how much of the market that they're sharing today, 3 top producers. And I'm going to get into some more about the ATMs here. If you're looking to do something now, most of your machines out there, or most of your units out there are running. If you'll look around, and you can go to crypto, the coin ATM radar, and they will tell you, if you click on the producers, what they're selling their ATMs at. Ours started around 500 for beginners. Wrapping up on this one, I'm going to go to another slide real quick to show you some things. Here's some
Hey, Joff, I was
website.
just going to let you know that we can't see you switching your slides. It's still on joffparadise.com.
Oh man, wow. Okay, let me stop and let me try this again. I'm glad you told me.
There we go. Maybe if you go back to the last slide, and then so we can see that, and then go on to this one.
Yeah, now it's not. Wait a second. Well. Let's try this again. So I'm so sorry, technical issues here. I was buzzing through those slides like crazy. How about now?
There they are.
There we go. Okay. So I buzzed through these real quick. I apologize that I didn't see if you guys were seeing them. I'm sure you're seeing them now. So everything that I covered, this is the ATMs, the market of the ATMs, starting at around 500. There are all types of solutions out there. We believe that the economy will support, and people will need ATM machines to get cash from. In other countries, some people think more narrow or smaller minded wise, as far as they live in their own world. And if you're in the United States, then ATMs, I believe, will last a long time to get the dollar. They're going to need it. But if you think about it, there are around 3 billion people today that don't have a bank account. Now, yes, the digital banking is coming up better and better. Crypto companies are coming up with solutions for digital banking that you can just do right over your phone, which is great, and then connect it to hopefully a debit card. I know of a few companies that I work with that do that right now, and invested in with a couple of companies that are doing that. But you keep in mind that the cash will be around for a few more years, I suspect, and I think all of you do too. So we're going to need a way to get it through our crypto. So with we have actual 3-way machines, which will do cash in, which means that you can use your cash inside the machine to buy different types of cryptocurrency, not just Bitcoin, because we all know Bitcoin one day is going to be, as we hope, very large, and you won't want to buy a bottle of water with it. And I hope you're not doing it even now, but regardless, eventually, so you want to use different cryptocurrencies. And then we have a cash out, which means that you can actually sell your crypto. And where does this come in at? Well, all these money exchanges, and any of you that's flown outside your country know that when you try to exchange your dollar the USD for euros or for pesos or for other, those companies charge you an outrageous amount. I know when I was in the US I went to an exchange and had euros, they wanted 30%, literally 30% exchange rate. And I was like, wow, no, thank you. I'll keep my euro. But if you don't, and you need that, and you need to exchange it, and you don't do it in the country, then, and you know, the ATM would be a perfect place for that. And then also think about transporting. If you're going to transport more than 10,000 USD, you have to report it. With cryptocurrency, there is nowhere to report it. You carry it, and that's that. And you go to an ATM machine, and you can withdraw whatever cash you need. So the ATMs, I think, program will be around quite a long time. And then I want to talk really quickly about, we have an affiliate program. Our affiliate, so we have multiple ways of getting started with an ATM machine. If you don't have, you know, the money, or you don't have a location, but you want to, you know, get involved, and you might know someone that will, well, then here you can refer a customer. This is not network marketing, multi-level marketing, none of that stuff. It's actually a referral-based program that, you know, rewards you for referring other businesses, local businesses, or referring friends or people that you might know that have a nice little store that they'd want to get involved with doing cryptocurrency. We have quite a few around the world that are in like 7-Eleven or In-N-Out, or different types of little convenience stores. Cell phone stores are really good. The aftermarket cell phone stores are great at that. I would think dispensaries would probably be a good place too, but we're not in any dispensaries that I'm aware of. And then we'll talk about also that one of the other things I'd like to share with you really quickly is our other program, and this is a really fun program. Get back over here. And this is the sharing program. And I like this program a lot for multiple reasons. But if you look at this, you know, is it worth starting a new business? Do you want to start a new business? What if you don't? What if you don't have the capital to start the business? You know, what if you don't have the licensing or the ability to license it or manage? And, you know, have an ATM machine, it's pretty easy. You plug it in, you bring it up online, you have your exchange account, it's in your name. Cryptomatic has nothing to do with your exchange. We just API it. And then, and that's and you have some cash. And then every time the machine gets full or needs, or it gets empty and you need to put cash in to give cash out, or you need to we have a bill recycler. So it recycles bills. So if someone buys 50 and sells 50, the bill just recycles. But let's say it gets full or gets empty and you need to go to it and replace it. So that's one of the things that you need to take in consideration. So we took that as in consideration at Cryptomatic, and the team came up with this amazing idea of actually sharing into the profits or the actual fees. And I've never even heard of an ATM company in the world or banking industry or any of those guys sharing actually to the fees. So we get requests, of course, every day from people that don't know the business, they don't have experience in it, they don't have the capital, or they don't even have the time. And so what we wanted to do is to share something with everyone that has that doesn't have the capital, or simply just doesn't want the additional work, but would like to have a little passive income and share into this market. And so that's what we did. So what is ATM sharing? Our sharing program, you can buy a package of an existing and working crypto ATM network. And our network partners and you can buy this for like 36 months. So it's not a short-term thing, it's a 36-month deal. You can purchase Cryptomatic sharing packages takes care of all the ins and outs. Cryptomatic handles all the compliance. Cryptomatic completes ongoing maintenance, offers full control. You receive your money on a monthly payout of the profits. Contract duration is for 36 months. and money back and minimum profit guarantee. That's pretty strong. You know, they will actually put it in writing that you get what you put in back, offering to the clients anywhere from 5% to 10% transaction fee from sharing 1, 3, or 10 existing working ATMs for a period of 36 months. As we grow and our network grows of ATMs, of course, then this packages will grow. But as it is right now, Cryptomatic only offers they offer the 4 packages, but they're limited because they only have the networks right now that are participating, Panama, Australia, US, and Eastern Europe. And US, we're offering 2 opportunities in Miami and in New York at the moment. We're trying to open Texas now, and Las Vegas just ordered 100 machines. So there are 4 packages, and this deck, if you guys want to, you know, get into this a little heavier and want to see, it has a really good breakdown to show you payback and what, you know, how long it'll take and all that stuff. Today we don't have the time to go deep into this, but you can start with the 5% at 500, 10% at 1,000, and so on and so forth. Talk about the profits and the examples that you'll get from the opportunity. So if you want this deck, you can make sure you contact Cryptomatic and ask them for it. It tells you, it gives you a really good breakdown of everything here. I love what they've done. I hope you will too. And you'll participate with Cryptomatic in the future. There's the website right there on the bottom of the screen, as you can see. It's coming up. Got a little bit of a lag, I think.
Yeah, we see it.
All right, great. Well, that's pretty much what all I have to say in a nutshell for today. I kind of packed it in pretty quickly. I wanted to leave a little time for questions. So if anybody does have any questions that they would like to share or ask, I'm here for that.
Cool. It looks like Rhonda, you might have a question. You can unmute yourself, I believe. If you do. She has her hand raised here.
Yeah, I was trying to say that I couldn't see the screen, but the sharing program, it starts only in Miami and New York for United States people, right?
No, you can actually share you can pick any country you want to share. And that's the beauty of it. You don't have to be in the United States. You can say, hey, I want to share in Panama. I want to part of the shares of the ATMs over there in Australia. So no, Rhonda, great question, but yeah, you can share wherever you want. Even if you own and you buy an ATM machine, you can share, even participate in the sharing program. So you can have a network of 5, 10 machines around the world.
Yeah, I have friends in Hawaii that want to do it, but I don't think Hawaii's an option right now, right, for you?
The logistic part of it, that's the Josh Lawler part, I think, or the legal team would have to answer that question, and Patrick has those guys to do all the logistics. I can make sure you get Patrick's number, and
okay.
And if you go to cryptomaticatm.com, you can go right to the bottom of the screen, and they're very fast about getting back to people. We have an entire marketing team. And Patrick Doffner is the actual director, and you can actually tell him you spoke with me on this amazing event with Coin Genius and the virtual summit, and let Patrick know that you saw me here and that you want to talk to him personally.
Okay, thank you.
Sounds good. I've heard from several people, including people that are in my own family, that have just overheard some of the things that we've been speaking about, that they're very interested in crypto ATMs. I mean, a lot of people see this as the future. I mean, that's all I really talk about. They're kind of sick of it, to be honest with you. But, they really understand the power of, mailbox money, as I call it. Like I said with Patrick yesterday, right? It's out of sight, out of mind. And, the most successful people in the world have multiple revenue streams and income streams that they have coming in. They don't rely on just one thing. So I think that this is a great way to be able to get the average person there. So thank you for kind of creating this and giving people the opportunity to make some money on Bitcoin in a different way.
Very welcome. And, one of my sayings, and I want everyone to hear, is that, education will make you smart. Going to school, getting those degrees, but self-education can make you rich. And, you know, that's exactly what you were saying, Jeremy, is people need to educate themselves and understand the system. If you don't want to get deep involved, but you still want to have some sort of passive income, this is a great way of doing it. You know, I asked the question the other day, if you had 100,000 or 100 million in the bank in cash, would you actually sit on it right now? What would you do with that amount of cash, really?
JP, I have a quick clarification question. From a data standpoint and kind of what Rhonda was asking, if you picture a heat map with the entire like globe there, is in terms of all of your ATMs are all applicable, are they green across the entire globe, or are there like regional situations we have to worry about here?
Well, you know, with the I want to call it pandemic, but with what's going on right now, there are some, of course, businesses that the ATMs are in, like casinos. And some of the casinos in different countries where the ATMs are not working because the casinos are shut down. And the same thing, you know, we're the very fortunate guys that are still operating right now. And we have quite a few operators that are still going, but those are the ones that put them in the grocery stores, the mailbox places, the cell phone places that are open. Some aren't. And then of course, the little convenience stores that are open. So those are the guys that are actually profiting. I know we have 27 units in Panama, and right now I believe that only 9 are operating, but those 9 are actually in the network. So people are having good deals with that, and then people are using them. I've seen people ask me all the time, well, you know, why would you sell an ATM that's cashless? Why would you guys have an ATM that has no cash whatsoever? Can I just do that on my phone? And of course the answer is yes, you could just do it on your phone, but a lot of people don't have that convenience. They don't have that education. So we offer a small little tabletop unit for $649 that you get a profit of every month. And you don't own, you plug it in, you put it on the internet, and it's done. All the rest of the maintenance is ready, it's done, you know, and you get a commission every month.
So Joff, unfortunately, we have to end this. We have our next person coming up, Elizabeth Dodge. So thank you so much. Thank you, Cryptomatic ATM, once again, for being one of our sponsors. Please go check them out. Great company doing great things. Joff, we'll talk to you soon.